You guys like to change the scenery? Me too. I kind of do too. I might start doing this from now on. But anyway, you guys, welcome to ZJHBK's Bound for Glory pay-per-view review. And I have to say, from a casual standpoint, from a casual wrestling standpoint, and even from the YWC IWC standpoint, I thought the pay-per-view was pretty good. I thought it delivered on a lot of things. I thought the matches were pretty solid. The first card matches were pretty good. There were some interesting placements on the other stuff, but other than that, I thought Bound for Glory really delivered. One of TNA's best pay-per-views since Slammiversary. Was it better than Slammiversary? I don't know. It's almost up there, but we'll see. So anyway, the show kicked off with the X Division Championship. Rob Van Dam versus Zema Ion. Two guys who, in my opinion, RVG's past this prime, you can say, or whatnot. And Zema Ion is just Zema Ion. But I thought the opener was pretty solid. This was a good way to open your show. I mean, the match was announced like 3 days ago, Thursday night. So you had like 3 days to prepare for this. Thought the match was pretty good. I thought Zema worked well with Rob Van Dam. To me, it looked like the match went a little bit, was a little short, but not too long. So the winner and the new X Division champion is Rob Van Dam. Now, some people, mainly Rob Van Dam fans, might like this because it gives the X Division new meaning, so to speak. And some people, like me, was figuring, well, why Rob Van Dam winning? Why you just can have Zema Ion? My thing is, you had Zema Ion facing Kenny King and Sanjay Dutt the past 2 months since Destination X. After all that, who do you think should have won the X Division title during those 2 months? Personally, I would have liked Kenny King or Sanjay, either way you go. But I digress. Rob Van Dam winning will at least give the X Division some type of prestige, because if I know RVD, he's going to be on TV every single week. So that gives the X Division some prestige. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing, I guess. Like I said, solid opener. No complaints. Rob Van Dam is your new X Division champion. Let's see where they go from here. Good opener. The next match, which people was really over for, and it didn't surprise me, because look at the two talents. Magnus and Samoa Joe. Another solid match. Very good match. Not too long, but not too short where you thought you got jibbed or robbed of anything. I thought Magnus was really impressive here. Joe was really over with the crowd, as I figured he would. I thought the match flowed really nicely. I thought Magnus got some nice moves in on Joe, and so did Joe. My only thing is, I wish this match could have went a little bit longer, but not too long in the sense like, oh, it dragged on a little bit too much. Because a lot of people said it had potential to steal the show, and maybe it did. But with the other matches on here and the card placement, you would think, oh, shit. So anyway, the winner by Kakita Clutch submission and still TV champion Samoa Joe. Good decision by TNA. Another good match. Now, I know what you were thinking. This match has no business being third on the freaking biggest show of the year. That's what you were thinking at first. I know that's what you were thinking. But then I thought about it. And I was just like you guys. I thought about it at first. It was like, why did they put this big match that they've been hyping for weeks third on the card? But when I saw the other stuff, they figured, okay, this is pretty smart. Let's get the crowd hot. Let's cool them down. Let's get them hot again. Cool them down. Semi-hot and then mega hot. So it's probably smart. And the match I'm talking about was James Storm versus Robert Roode. And when I saw this, I said, oh crap, we already know the guy that does this and the guy that's named this is going to get the main event tonight. But I digress. James Storm and Robert Roode. What a great fucking match this was. Got plenty of time. Crowd was so hot for this. James Storm, Robert Roode bleeding. Robert Roode bringing out the trash cans, hitting each other with trash can lids. James Storm BDTing Bobby Roode on the stage was pretty sweet. Freaking Robert Roode spearing James Storm was the fucking spot of the night. But the thing is, I thought King Mo, as an enforcer, did pretty good because he didn't do too much that he was overwhelming, but he didn't do too little that he was underwhelming. He did just what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to be an enforcer, and he did just that. Because when Bobby Roode was starting to talk shit to Earl Hebner, King Mo came running in the ring and started pulling him off. So he did the enforcer job, which was good. I thought the finish was excellently done. Excellently done. Fucking James Storm. Bobby Roode at first had the beer bottle. He was going to hit James Storm. And I loved how Mike Tenay and Taz played up. That's how the whole thing started. Over the beer bottle. And James Storm low blows Bobby Roode. And then he grabs the beer bottle and just cracks the shit out of Bobby Roode. And then, and this, when James Storm did this, James Storm picks up Bobby Roode, looks him dead in the eye, then sets up, and then gives him the last call super kick. And Bobby Roode fell on the fucking tags. Oh yeah, Bobby Roode brung out fucking tags. That shit is awesome. But anyway, what a great way to end this feud. I don't see what they can do. I mean, Bobby Roode, think about it this way. James Storm, Bobby Roode has sneaked his way through countless victories over James Storm in the past. What a great way to end this thing. It started with the beer bottle, and it ended with the last call. No complaints. Match was fucking awesome. One of the top, it's going to be on the list of the top 10 Bound for Glory matches of all time. It's going to be on there. No question about it. So we move on from that to the next match, which I thought was pretty awesome. It served as TNA's purpose to cool down the crowd a little bit. And that was Joey Ryan versus Al Snow. I thought Al Snow did pretty good. We saw the emergence of Head. It was just awesome. The crowd was really hot for Al Snow and Joey Ryan for the most part. But what people liked about this match wasn't what happened in the match. No, it wasn't the match itself, because the match was okay. It was decent at best. But what happened during the match was fucking epic. Referee gets knocked out, right? Al Snow gets Head. You gonna use it on Joey Ryan. Then out the fucking blue comes Matt motherfucking Morgan. Holy shit, this was epic. For weeks, Matt Morgan was talking about cryptic shit on Twitter, how he left TNA and he was trying to go back to WWE. Not tonight, he wasn't. Not tonight. Not tonight. He fucking carbon footprinted the shit out of Al Snow. Joey Ryan gets the pinfall. Joey Ryan is the new contracted star for TNA Impact Wrestling. No complaints. Good match. Joey Ryan goes over. Matt Morgan is back. So that shit's finna get real. Another good match. And then, after this, we had another great match on fucking Bound for Glory show, which was a triple threat for the tag team titles. Christopher Daniels, the Kazarian, the world, your now former world tag team champions of the world, versus AJ Styles and Kurt Angle versus the team of Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez. Thought the match was awesome. Thought the three guys flowed well together in a triple threat environment. AJ Styles and Chavo Guerrero starting was kind of cool. You got that kind of dream match sort of thing. The spots was fucking insane. Christopher Daniels broke out the fucking springboard moonsault, and then you had Hernandez flying out the outside during the fucking match, and then AJ fucking Styles. My God, AJ flew from one rope to the next, and then he did his little flip on the outside. Eat your fucking heart out. And then fucking Kazarian almost killed himself with a Hurricane Rana to Hernandez. My God. Good grief. This match was freaking awesome. It's up there with James Storm and Bobby Roode. This was one of the 4 matches I was looking quite forward to. But anyway, I digress. So then, later on in the match, AJ Styles gets knocked. Oh, and Daniels even broke out the best moonsault ever. That's right. So anyway, I digress. The finish came where Daniels was going to hit the Angel's wings. AJ countered. AJ charged over, and Daniels kind of scooted out of the way. So AJ got out the ring. Hernandez hit the border toss on Daniels, and then Chavo comes in with a frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Your new TNA World Tag Team Champions are Chavo and Hernandez. This was the first. This was the first unexpected title change, because you would have thought Christopher Daniels and Kazarian would have walked out with the titles. But a great tag team match. Is it up there with AJ Styles and Kazarian? AJ Styles, and Kurt Angle versus Christopher Daniels and Kazarian from Slammiversary? Absolutely not. But it sure is up there. It didn't pass it, but it was sure up there. Easily one of the top, I'll say 2. It should be on the top 5 TNA tag team matches of the year. It was an awesome match. No complaints. So then we go from that to the Knockouts title match, which was Miss Tessmacher versus Tara. I said in my No Surrender review, I thought the match they had in No Surrender was a little bit and I thought it was a little bit better than their open fight night one because of the botches that were removed. But I thought their No Surrender one was a little bit short. This one, it got better. This one was way better because, first of all, it's on a big stage, like Bound for Glory. Tara's a heel now, so it made it even more better. And another title change of the night was Tara getting a win via Widow's Peak, which was awesome for me. So your winner and new TNA Knockouts champion, Tara. Will this make Tessmacher even better? Because now instead of having the title, she's chasing the title? Absolutely. This will make this rivalry even more better. Because now Tara has beat Tessmacher. Miss Tessmacher has beat Tara. Tara beat Miss Tessmacher. So the big payoff to this should be absolutely amazing. And plus that gives the Knockouts division new life, because now Tara can do, if they want to bring back Mickie James, ODB, Gail Kim, Madison, Rain, I guess you can break her out, get the cobwebs off of her, I guess. And then finally back to Miss Tessmacher somewhere around a Genesis or Against All Odds, or maybe even Lockdown. We'll see. And what happened after the match was, it was kind of, Tara introduces her Hollywood boyfriend, which was, fucking some dude named from Big Brother. I don't fucking know. Anyway, match was solid. No complaints here. The next match, you talk about wow. Aces and Eights versus Sting and Bully Ray. Crowd was hot for this. Of course they would be, because it's fucking Sting. But before the match, they showed footage of the Hall of Fame with Sting. I thought it was a real nice Hall of Fame. If you saw the pre-show, they did the Hall of Fame ceremony with Sting. I thought it was a nice thing to do for TNA for the first Hall of Fame inductee. It gets me wondering who their second Hall of Fame inductee will be. Better not be who I think it is. Better not be. Better be P1. Better not be that mid-card piece of crud. But I digress. Anyway, Speaking of that, Aces and Eights versus Sting and Bully Ray. Crowd was hot for this, of course, because it's Bully Ray and Sting. Crowd was chanting, Bully, Bully. I thought Bully Ray having the face paint with Sting was a nice touch. Aces and Eights was pretty impressive. Joseph Park broke out the fucking handcuffs. That was pretty fucking epic. When, what's his name, the dude with the long hair from Aces and Eights spitted on him, Joseph Park was like, fuck this, and just broke the fucking handcuff from his hand, and then he ran, gave, what's his name, the business. No fucking complaint there. And then the other dude from Aces and Eights hit Bully Ray, and then the big guy slammed him, pinned him 1, 2, 3. So your winners are Aces and Eights. No complaints. Because think about it. This continues the story of Aces and Eights, where they come from, who was their leader. And when Aces and Eights, after the match, when Aces and Eights was jumping on Sting and Bully Ray, oh baby, you just had to know when that guitar riff hit on the fucking stage, you just had to figure that the almighty Holzer was gonna come through, brother. You already knew that Hogan coming through. Hogan was some kind of pissed. Hogan was pissed. He was walking down that ramp. Soon as the other members came through, he wallops them. He fucks them up left and right. It was Hogan left, Hogan right, Hogan straight up your ass. It was fucking amazing. Crowd was hot for Hogan. Basically, crowd was hot all night. I liked the Phoenix crowd. It was pretty hot. They was hot all night, which really helped the flow of this show. So anyway, Hogan gives the last member that was in the ring 3 stiff right hands and a big boot, brother. And then they finally revealed who it is. And the guy they revealed was none other than fucking Devon. Devon. Now, again, I know what y'all was thinking. Y'all thought it was either going to be Eric Bischoff or Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett. But it still may be. It still may be Jeff Jarrett or Eric Bischoff. But Devon? You talk about a swerve. You talk about a swerve? My God. And the crowd made it even better. Like, this is awkward. It was a very awkward moment. Devon turning heel, being revealed as the member of Aces and Eights. It made sense. It made a lot of sense. So now, 2 guys you thought was gone from the company are back. Devon and Matt Morgan. Could Matt Morgan be a part of the Aces and Eights? Who knows? It was like, and then Bully Ray's face was just like, wow, you really felt for the guy. Like, he really thought he knew this guy, but then he turns around and do this type of shit. Like, wow, that was just, like, poor Bully Ray. You had to really feel for Bully Ray, because it was like, why? It was like, this was a shocker. Because I thought it was going to be like Jeff fucking Jarrett and Eric Bischoff, but it turned out to be Devon. What a fucking swerve by TNA. I say good job. The storyline continues. Aces and Eights are free to roam Impact Wrestling now. And Devon is one of the guys. Holy shit. This was nice. This was good. I hope this storyline doesn't... I hope TNA doesn't throw too many swerves at us to the fact when the big reveal comes through that it's not underwhelming. But other than that, the match was pretty good. The match was solid. And this was a good swerve. No complaints by TNA. Now, we get to the main event of the evening. Which, in my opinion, other than Bobby Roode, James Storm, and the Bobby Roode, James Storm, and the Triple Threat Tag Team match, this was the 3rd match of the night. There were 3 matches of the night that I was looking forward to. Bobby Roode and James Storm, the World Tag Team title match, and this one. This was an awesome match. Austin Aries and Jeff Hardy. And again, what made that match was the fucking crowd. That crowd was so against Hardy. You would have thought Hardy was going to turn heel off this. Like, holy crap. Jeff Hardy and Austin Aries. And it was a good match. It's a very good match. It was great. So, it was a great match. Jeff Hardy and Austin flowed well together. The spots was pretty sick. Fucking Austin Aries doing the double suicide dive through the bottom rope was awesome. Him doing the net breaker was sick. Like, fuck, man. Jeff Hardy was pretty good. He hung with Aries, which was a good thing. Unlike Bound for Glory 2010, we needed Kennedy and Angle to carry him through. But it was still a good match. Jeff Hardy hung with Austin, which was good. Which was great. Finish came where Jeff Hardy hit the Twist of Fate, and then he hit the Swanton. And it was 1, 2, 3. Jeff Hardy is your new TNA Impact Wrestling champion. Now, one more time. A lot of you are thinking, this son of a bitch fucked up a main event a year ago. And TNA is going to give him the title now, after all that? You know what I say? One more shot. Here's what I'm thinking. Jeff Hardy, last year, like he said, he was rock bottom. He hit rock bottom. My worry was at Genesis when he came back in September, that he was going to get the title too quickly. A lot of people, and I know you was a lot of people, and I was one of them, was afraid that Bobby Roode was going to, then champion, Bobby Roode was going to lose the title to Jeff Hardy at Genesis. That would have been like 3 months too fucking soon. But then I remember what the Off the Rope show, Schleg Daddy, Jeff Schlegel, said about waiting till maybe Genesis 2013, Bound for Glory 2012, or Lockdown 2013. If TNA at least waited till Bound for Glory 2012, then that's fine. It's understandable. And that's great because now they've instilled enough faith in Jeff Hardy to know that he can get the job done now. And add to the fact that Jeff Hardy is like the biggest merch seller of all time. Now, I know internet fans are going to be like, well, fuck Hardy. He fucked up once. He's going to fucking do it again. And that's fine. That's your opinion. But I think this is going to be a better title reign than it was with that fucking Immortal faction. I thought he hung with our Aries well. Let's see how Jeff Hardy does with this title reign. Because now he's got a whole lot of contenders now. You got Angle. You got AJ if you want to throw AJ at him. You got fucking Bobby Roode can now get a title shot now if he wants to. James Storm and Austin Aries. I mean, no complaints. I have no complaints with this title reign. I have no complaints with this match. This was a great match. Very great match. So as always, your thoughts and mine are like, CJ HBK, what did you think of this show? I thought the opening match was good. You know what? Screw that. I thought everything on this card was pretty good. Was either solid to good and good to great. Bobby Roode and James Storm did exactly what it needed to do. It was a great match, a great street fight, told a great story. And the way it ended was no complaints. Tag team title match was phenomenal. Hernandez and Chavo was a pleasant little surprise. It was a pleasant surprise. The Aces and Eights, Sting and Bully Ray match gave us a nice swerve. I'll just say that. Crowd was hot for that. Crowd was hot the entire night, which really helped the flow of this show. And Austin Aries and Jeff Hardy, no complaints. Two of my favorite guys in the world, Austin Aries and Jeff Hardy, A-double. Jeff Hardy raised his game to the A-double level, I guess you can say. So for the first time ever on ZJHBK, the Wrestling Review, I'm going to give it a grade. And I thought Bound for Glory delivered in such a way. The crowd was great. The matches was good. Almost all the matches was pretty good. All the matches delivered well. The right people went over, maybe except the opener, I guess, but the right people went over, and again, the crowd was high. The crowd really helped this show. So my grade for Bound for Glory 2012 has got to sit between an A or an A minus. Nah, screw it, fuck it. I'll give it an A. Great show from TNA. It's up there with Slammiversary 2012. And for TNA, I am really looking forward to 2013 now, because TNA, you gotta say, TNA has come so far from what they was back in 2011 and especially 2010. So yeah, like always, this is EJHBK. Comment down below if you want me to do this scenery instead of the scenery I usually do. I think it's a nice change. For the Bound for Glory review, this is EJHBK. I'm out. Enjoy your night.